Hello from me, Peter Brackley, and a warm welcome to the second of the 2012 Carling Cup semi-finals, as Premier League heavyweights Manchester City and Liverpool begin what promises to be an epic battle to reach a Wembley showdown at the end of February. Current status may favour City, but history, of course, will side with Kenny Dalglish's team from Merseyside. 7 times winners of the competition, they are the most celebrated club in the League Cup, and despite all the well-documented recent problems that they've had, they will have arrived in the Etihad Stadium determined to lay the groundwork for a job they will then hope to complete in the second leg at Anfield a fortnight from now. For all the league leaders, City's growing stature as a major force in the English game, Liverpool's proud and successful past will guarantee they will stand toe-to-toe with the new Glamour boys to help serve up surely 2 semi-final ties high on passion, thrills and full-blooded commitment. We hope so anyway, in the dark of Eastlands. Will the blue moon be rising tonight for Manchester City? Until last weekend, no team had managed to outmaneuver Roberto Mancini's high flyers in over a year here. But Manchester United's dramatic FA Cup win in the derby here proved that City can't be beaten. And it was a result that will certainly have enhanced Liverpool hopes and belief that they too can inflict misery on the blue half of Manchester. Even though, as we wait for the lights to come on, it was City who won the recent league meeting here between the two clubs. City, captained by Michael Richards tonight, had of course been the FA Cup holders. But success in this competition, the League Cup, has been limited. 1976, the year of the last of their only 2 previous triumphs, when they beat Newcastle in the final. For Liverpool, it's been 8 years since the last of their League Cup wins, when they overcame Manchester United in Cardiff. But they begin this semi-final hoping to reach the last stage for the 11th time overall. It's a rather damp, wet and miserable night in Manchester, with the Etihad Stadium housing an expectant crowd of around 46,000, including some 6,000 from Merseyside, for a first leg semi-final tie that follows on, of course, from last night's first instalment of the other semi, in which Crystal Palace shaded the all-championship affair with Cardiff. Anthony Gardner's goal won the tie at Selhurst Park, with everything then still to play for in South Wales in 2 weeks' time. OK, on to the team news. And as well as being without the Toure brothers, Kolo and Yaya, who are both with the Ivory Coast and the Africa Cup of Nations, Roberto Mancini is also missing his suspended captain, Vincent Kompany, whose appeal against his sending off in the derby on Sunday was rejected by the FA, much to Mancini's absolute fury. And also out is the injured David Silva. At least Mancini has fit again Mario Balotelli back in his lineup, as well as Gareth Barry after his 1-match ban for his dismissal against Liverpool in the league game here. He comes into midfield alongside Nigel de Jong. At the back, Stefan Savic, the Montenegrin, deputises for Kompany. No easy task given the Belgian's magnificent form this season. He really has been such a mainstay at the back. Edin Dzeko, who's recovered now from a knee problem, is among the subs. 6 years without a victory now. There was no question of Liverpool taking this game lightly. Silverware of any kind as soon as possible. Very much on the agenda for Dalglish, hence his selection of a very strong starting 11, including skipper Steven Gerrard, who came through 90 minutes against Oldham in the FA Cup on Friday successfully. But no Luis Suarez, of course, as he continues to serve the 8-match ban imposed on him for comments made to Manchester United's Patrice Evra. The loss of Suarez is a major blow given the Uruguayan's outstanding form this season. In his absence, there is, though, another invitation for Andy Carroll to step up to the plate. Dalglish also looking to the likes of Stuart Downing, Jordan Henderson and former City favourite Craig Bellamy to keep them in contention come the second leg at Anfield. Balotelli back in the firing line then for Manchester City after missing 3 games with an ankle problem. But no David Silva. He will certainly be a big loss for City along with the Tories and company. Steven Gerrard had a couple of months out through injury, but his first start for a while in that FA Cup game against Oldham last Friday. No ill effects suffered from that, so he's in from the start again tonight for a match which will be refereed then by Lee Mason. Joe Hart back in goal for City. Pantilimon, the Romanian, was between the posts for the FA Cup tie with Manchester United at the weekend. Referee Mason checking that all is well. City then to get us underway, planning to bounce back from that shock home defeat by United. It was their first loss at the Etihad Stadium in 33 fixtures here, but facing a Liverpool side determined to stay on course for a first appearance at Wembley since the FA Cup final of 1996. Here's Henderson for the Reds. Led off by Bellamy. And then Gerrard. Sizzling atmosphere at Eastlands tonight. Carroll, who's been linked in the newspapers today with a possible move back to Newcastle. On the cheap too. He cost 35 million. Liverpool, apparently, if you believe the newspapers, are prepared now to accept just 10 million. In fairness, the story's been rubbished by all parties concerned, Liverpool, Newcastle and the player himself. We shall see. Watch this space, as they say. Pepe Reina keeping goal, as he always does. Over 50 consecutive starts now for Liverpool. But he dropped a bit of a clanger here in the league meeting a week ago when he let a shot from Aguero slip through his grasp to gift City the lead. Here's Agger, the Danish international, on to Johnson, starting on the left with Martin Kelly on the right. Jose Enrique, the Spaniard, has been rested tonight. Here's De Jong. Key role for him in midfield then, in the absence of Yaya Toure. Richards wearing the captain's armband. Place of Company, who has a 4-match ban. Bellamy. Might be an early opportunity here for Liverpool. Henderson to take it on. Then Gerrard. Good support too from Stuart Downing. Carroll lurking in the centre. Didn't really get off the ground though. It's Clichy. Aguero, who put in some shift at the weekend. Aguero against United as they fought back from 3 goals down, of course. He got the second goal to make it 3-2. And for a while it seemed the City might just turn it round, transform the contest, but it wasn't to be in the end, despite a couple of late scares for United. That was an absolute cracker. More of the same, please, tonight. Gareth Barry riding the first challenge from Bellamy. Here's Spearing. He's got an anchor roll in midfield. Charlie Adam has been left on the bench. Johnson. Now Downing, who's had his problems off the field in the past week or so. Arrested on an assault charge. Liverpool have been attracting the wrong kind of headlines in recent times. Here's Carroll. Now Henderson. Liverpool will be very keen to get him forward in support. Good block though by De Jong on Downing. That was Spearing. Then Skirtle. Bellamy. Had some 2.5 years with Manchester City. But of course, famously fell out with Roberto Mancini. Threaded on here by Gerrard. A promising start by Liverpool. This attacking lineup tonight. I have plenty of attacking players at my disposal, says Dalglish, so why not use them? No early signs of them just sitting back here. Gerrard, who was a scorer in that win over Oldham in the FA Cup, albeit from the penalty spot. Downing. Carroll's after this one, it could be in here. Andy Carroll! Great stop by Hearts. My word, he came out quickly then to close him down. Maybe Carroll just took one touch too many and the chance was gone. He was a very late scorer as he came on as a sub. Andy Carroll against Oldham. That was his first goal after 10 games without one. But generally he just hasn't been quite sharp enough in front of goal. Rayner was fully committed then as Skirtle mopped things up. But what an opportunity here for Carroll at the other end. No wonder he's shaking his head. The kind of chance you would expect a £35 million striker to tuck away. Savic, who lost him. Aguero. Then Milner couldn't get it under control. Liverpool's positive start might so easily have been rewarded with a goal from Carroll. But here now is Richards on the rampage for City. Played it for Aguero. And then on the rather greasy surface, Balotelli lost his footing. Gerrard. A really open game so far. Bellamy. Neither side showing any caution. Here's Lescott. A lot of responsibility resting on his shoulders tonight in the absence of company. Gareth Barry, back then after this one-match ban. Sent off in the league game here for 2 yellow cards against Liverpool 8 days ago. They say Aguero needs a rest. It didn't look as if he did at the weekend. Absolutely tireless. De Jong. Here is Savic. He's only had the one start in the Premier League since moving to City back in the summer. Barry. Now Richards. As ever, keen to motor on down this right side. He's had a storming season for Manchester City. Although fair to say that Fabio Capello, the England coach, not yet fully convinced. Seems to be well down the pecking order still. The likes of Glenn Johnson ahead of him. It's Milner. Now Adam Johnson. Savic, who came on at half-time in the cup tie on Sunday, as Mancini changed his formation and indeed changed the course of the contest. Gerrard to Glenn Johnson. A League Cup winner with Chelsea back in 2005 against Liverpool. He got away from Savic here, Carroll. But Hart was so quick then to come out and deny him. Bit of shirt tugging going on. And by the time he got it under control, Hart was able to make the stop. Well, and now Lescott for City. Here's De Jong. Looking for Balotelli's movement. So too was Skirtle. Johnson. Now Dan Agger, who has formed a formidable partnership at the back with Skirtle, so much so they're keeping Jamie Carragher out of the team. Carragher once more on the bench tonight, although he did start the cup tie last Friday. Agger going nowhere, but stopped illegally. Bellamy. 3 goals in his last 3 outings. Now Spearing. Johnson. Not afraid to take it on his left foot, despite being predominantly right-footed, of course. Johnson, who'd got back to cover. The other Johnson. Stuart Downing. Now Gerrard. Decent effort too, and brushed round the post by Hart. Really good strike for goal then for Gerrard. And how well Joe Hart got down here. Not sure what kind of view he would have had of that. Between the players ahead of him, it can't have been that easy. Such agility, such expertise from the England goalkeeper. Hoping tonight for an 11th clean sheet of the season. Gerrard's corner, falling for Downing, and again Hart is there. Another fabulous save. That's 3 now, and we've only been playing 10 minutes. Such a strong early flourish here from Liverpool. On the volley there from Downing. I think it took a deflection on the way through. Hart equal to it once more. What a keeper this fellow is. Gerrard's corner once more. Now it's Dan Agger. Tumbled in the box as he clashed there with Savage. I think he's been penalised for diving. Oh, hang on though, no, there's a bit of confusion here. Well, Savage had his boot up, and there was contact there on the knee of Dan Agger. Everyone appeals. What has Lee Mason given? And he has given the penalty kick. Steven Gerrard with a chance to put Liverpool in front here. Hart has pulled off 3 fantastic saves already. Can he yet deny Steven Gerrard as well? He scored from the spot last Friday against Oldham in the FA Cup. It's a much bigger one now in the Carling Cup semi-final. Gerrard scores! What a start for Liverpool. They've been threatening here right from the off. And the beaming smile from Kenny Dalglish says it all. They have gone for it tonight. It's been a nervous opening from Savage and from City defensively. And they have been punished for it by Captain Marvel himself. Right in the corner. Hart almost got to it though. Look how close he was there with his outstretched right arm. And Liverpool are off to a flyer. Lescott for City, who have to come from behind, as they did at the weekend. Henderson on the prowl again for Liverpool. Their confidence is so high. Gerrard with a shot. Easy pickings this time for Hart. Well, an embarrassing moment for Stefan Savage, the man who's come in for Vincent Kompany, as he concedes the penalty. Some confusion at first. It did appear that maybe Lee Mason had penalised Dan Agger. Manchester City so strong in the Etihad Stadium. Before the weekend they hadn't lost here in over a year, but now they're in trouble again. This time against the Liverpool side playing with such belief. Remember, they lost here 3-0 just over a week ago. After defensive indiscipline of their own. Balotelli, as City look to strike back through Aguero. Milner. On then by Barry. Liverpool off to a goal start and an away goal too. That's Barry's cross in, punched away by Reina. Not that effectively. Aguero can't finish this time. The 17-goal man. After some fine work from Milner. But rest assured, City will look to respond. They have the firepower. Aguero's been in such scintillating form for them this season. 4 goals in his last 5. And remember, he was the man that put City ahead against Liverpool here last week, to the embarrassment of Pepe Reina. It's out of play. Throw to Liverpool. So desperate for some success, the Reds, to underline their progress under Dalglish. 6 years since they last won silverware. The FA Cup victory over West Ham in Cardiff. That's Carroll. Scrapping for a corner, but he hasn't got it. Big early decision for Lee Mason to make. Starting with Liverpool to give the penalty kick. After some wonderful work early on from Joe Hart to keep Liverpool at bay. Certainly in general terms, Liverpool's Achilles heel has been their failure to put chances away this season. But now they have their talisman back, Steven Gerrard. Bellamy too has been in fine form lately. And so keen to impress, of course, against the club who, well, pretty much discarded him. Went out on loan to Cardiff last season, and then on a free transfer to Liverpool. Back for a second spell at Anfield. Here's Saric. Put under pressure by Henderson. Balotelli, some lovely control too. Now Aguero got the winner in the quarter-final late on at Arsenal. Balotelli felt he was fouled. Whoops. There goes the famous temper. Lee Mason taking no notice. Good challenge then from Johnson. Balotelli trying to wriggle free. Aguilar's having none of it. Johnson. Spotting Clichy, the French international. That's Bellamy back there helping out. Then Henderson. On to Carroll. Where's he off to? Does look a bit leggy at times, a bit laboured. He feels he needs to put some games together, have a run in the side. And he should be getting that now, of course, in the absence of Suarez. Unless he goes back to Newcastle, I find that one hard to believe, but we shall see. De Jong. But too heavy for Aguero. That's Kelly, the England under-21 international, tidying up, along with Skirtle. Well run by Lescott. Although Carroll didn't think so. Adam Johnson. Key players missing for City. And you wonder how much that is going to count tonight. The likes of Silva and Yaya Toure and company. Away by Skirtle. Marking his 4th anniversary now at Liverpool. And how he's progressed. Really commanding figure now at the back. Richards for City to De Jong. Liverpool hoping to keep their shape here and keep City out. Clichy preferred to Kolarov tonight in that left back position. Kolarov on the bench. Big test for young Kelly, Liverpool's right back. Certainly did well in the last round at Chelsea, even scored. 2-0 success at Stamford Bridge. And in many ways, Liverpool have been more impressive away than they have been at Anfield. They haven't lost in the Premier League at home, but they've drawn 6. So no foregone conclusions, whatever the score tonight. Henderson. Away goals do count in this competition, only if the aggregate scores are level after extra time in the second leg. Spearing. In that role tonight, giving the back players extra protection from midfield. Hart's clearance has gone straight to Spearing. Now Bellamy. As Liverpool look to come sweeping forward again. Martin Kelly. Carroll's in the middle. But there's a player down injured. Spearing, I think, yeah. The young man who's getting his chance in midfield with injuries in the Liverpool side. Maybe Charlie Adam will be needed here. Perhaps Spearing will have to come off. Of course, Lucas is the main absentee for Liverpool. He won't play again this season. Gerrard deadly from the spot to give Liverpool the early edge in what promises to be an enthralling Carling Cup semi-final. That's a sad sight. Poor young Spearing having to have to depart so soon. Yeah, he pulled up very sharply then. Straight away signalling to the bench. He knew there'd been some damage. Sympathetic applause from the Liverpool fans here in particular as Spearing departs. And on comes Charlie Adam. Not a bad man to have in reserve. Having in general terms a good season for Liverpool. A former Blackpool man. And here is Adam. An excellent pass as well to locate Bellamy. Gerrard looking for the early ball. The flag was up though. A cracking start here by Liverpool. They have won on only one of their last 6 visits to Manchester City. Facing a team who've scored 77 goals so far this season. And don't draw a blank too often. And no visiting team has kept a clean sheet here during this campaign. Not yet anyway. Balotelli. Almost casually playing it through there towards Aguero. who can be so sharp, so deadly around the box. Good jump by Savic, but here's Gerrard. Hoping to put a wretched 2011 behind him in terms of injuries. Hardly played. And boy, did Liverpool miss him. Can't be such an inspiration, as we saw in the recent game against Newcastle at Anfield, when he came on for half an hour or so and more or less transformed the game. Henderson knocked on towards Downing. Richards was quick enough though. Glenn Johnson beat himself in the end. Jordan Henderson playing in a preferred central role. Here's Kelly. He has been a regular in the League Cup side, Martin Kelly. But having said that, I think we'd all anticipated that Luis Enrique would have played tonight, given the importance of the occasion and the way that he's been playing. But only on the bench. Downing. Good touch from Carroll. Never likely, though, to latch onto the return. Just the 4 goals from Andy Carroll this season. They were certainly expecting more, Liverpool. But in fairness to him, he hasn't started all that many games, more so recently. But he's not been a first choice. Micah Richards striding purposefully forward now then for City, until caught and fouled by Henderson. City have had 1 or 2 hiccups lately, including of course the one at the weekend. So not in the best of form. Although they are still clear, 3 points clear of United at the top of the Premier League. That's the #1 target. But Mancini's saying in the build-up to this game how important it is just to win trophies. And the League Cup is very much in their sights. To add to the FA Cup from the last campaign. Barry. Wearing the blue of City, but who so nearly joined Liverpool a few seasons back. On by Balotelli, some slick interplay here by City. That's Clichy's cross. Dealt with though by Glenn Johnson, who was called out for the 2nd goal in the league game here last week when Yaya Toure scored. Up comes Richards now. Good interception by him, but the challenge took the sting off the shot. Then Downing back defending for Liverpool. Richards leading by example. De Jong. Now then to Barry. De Jong hasn't had much of a look in lately, with Yaya Toure being such a mainstay in midfield. That was a poor challenge then by Adam. That might yet be costly. Whoops. Temper's getting a little frayed here. Balotelli, who can be such a hothead, a madcap. At other times he's an absolute genius. Lost his balance completely after being shoved there by Charlie Adam. Just barged him aside in full view of referee Mason. Almost half an hour gone. It's absorbing stuff. Milner had to calm Balotelli down then. before his emotions got the better of him. Not for the first time. Got himself sent off in the league game at Anfield back in November. Just 18 minutes after coming on as a sub. 2 yellow cards. It will be Balotelli. Plenty of power behind it, plenty of beef, but straight at the wall. Kyle Clichy. And to Milner. And here's the Dutchman de Jong. One Johnson in the way of the other. He's looking in a mean and menacing mood at the moment, Balotelli. Such an enigma. But on his day, a brilliant player. And they need that side of him to come through. Especially without David Silva. So often their inspiration this season. Not quite sure how long he'll be out for, Silva. Mancini wasn't giving too much away beforehand. Lesko. Now de Jong to Michael Richards. Johnson. Look how tight his namesake was on him again. Not much in it in terms of possession, about 50-50 so far. But Liverpool with 5 attempts on target. Manchester City without one yet. Here's Milner. On for Adam Johnson, who was tripped then. Well, he's waving his finger. Looked a trip to me. I think he was just too quick for him. Certainly knocked it past him. And there did seem to be some contact from Glenn Johnson. Adam Johnson with the free kick. Savic up from the back, hoping to make amends after giving away the penalty. De Jong. A little sloppy then from Milner. And that's Adam taking a tumble as Milner just clipped him from behind. You need eyes everywhere. Not quite sure that Adam had that under control. It certainly impeded. Gerrard came through the whole of Friday's game then in the FA Cup, just to test out his match fitness. And far more than just a cameo role tonight, after his recent substitute appearances in other games, including the league match here, which he was unable to influence really. Carroll. Dalglish hoping that the return of Steven Gerrard will certainly help the service to Carroll. They've got a good understanding between the two. Here is Gerrard now. On to Downing. Being put under pressure by Richards. Balotelli. Needed help. And then a foul by Richards. A clear 1-2 on Glenn Johnson. Don't think it'll be too long before we see the first yellow card. Yeah, mistimed that one completely, Richards. Made sure that Johnson was going nowhere. Martin Kelly. Bellamy's ahead of him. Still Craig Bellamy. That was Lescott in the way, crucially so for City. Now Aguero. Carroll with the header. Only just the wrong side of the post. That's the best of Anthony Carroll. He can't be lethal in the air. Got in front of Savage then to direct his header just off target, but only just. You do feel he really needs a goal or two to lift his confidence, his morale, Andy Carroll. Clichy. And Aguero. Liverpool working really hard in a bid to regain possession. Certainly Bellamy grafting hard over on that far side. Milner to Johnson. Then De Jong. Who will mainly just sit in midfield and let the flair players do their stuff ahead of him. Johnson. Oh dear. Balotelli. Not his night so far. Cutting a rather disgruntled figure as it stands. Almost lazily letting that one get away from him. And now conceding the free kick. He's seldom out of the news for one reason or another, Balotelli, good or bad. Now it's fallen for Downing. His cross in was just over his teammate there, Adam. Downing. Glenn Johnson, I think he's taken that too far. Little 1-2 with a corner flag. Adam Johnson. That's too easy for Adam. Certainly not in full flow yet, Manchester City. I'm actually hearing that Balotelli may be taken off in a minute or two. A tactical switch that Mancini wants to make. And Sami Nasri will be coming on in his place. It's Gerrard with a clear miss kick then on Milner. Adam Johnson. Supported by Milner. Oh dear. Now, will they make that substitution? Here it is. Balotelli seems to be struggling. Maybe the injury is worse than we thought, or Mancini thought. Certainly not moving too freely. And his body language suggests that he's not that unhappy about being replaced. Worth a gamble from Mancini. It hasn't paid off. A rather cursory look at the manager's direction then from Balotelli. Straight off down the tunnel. On comes the Frenchman Nasri, who hasn't yet lived up to expectations, it's fair to say, I think, with Manchester City since his big money move from Arsenal. What a chance now then for him to shine tonight. In the absence of Torre, in the absence of Silva. And now a Balotelli as well. They have got Edin Dzeko on the bench too. But we're not sure how fit he is. He's been out with a knee problem. And for all their resources, City squad is being stretched at the moment. Mancini has been at pains to point that out. And has attracted a fair bit of scorn, it has to be said. Given all the money they've spent. No sympathy then for Glenn Johnson from referee Mason. Here's Adam Johnson. They've created so little, Manchester City, in this first half. So out of character. Lescott. It's full on for Adam. It's a very confident Liverpool team at the moment. And they will feel they're in control. Agger. Henderson. Linking with Downing. Carroll prowling and waiting in the centre. Just too long for him. De Jong. Turned back into trouble. And then Savic gives it away. He is looking very jittery back there. This time it's clear, but only just. City have problems. It's only Savic's 7th start of the season this for Manchester City. In fairness, he did okay in the second half against United at the weekend in what was a 3-man defence deployed by Mancini. He's just celebrated the anniversary of his 2nd year in charge. Dalglish has just finished his first 12 months back at Liverpool. Dalglish has won the League Cup 4 times as a player, not yet as a manager. 4 consecutive winning finals back in the early 1980s. In those all-conquering Liverpool teams. Here's Nigel de Jong. Savic. Don't think he wants to dwell on the ball too long. Happy to pass on the responsibility. Lescott. Now Nasri. No question he has the talent. But hasn't found his best form as yet for Manchester City. Here's Aguero. And he's kept it alive too. No way past Gerrard. Nasri. Got his shot away and palmed out by Reina. Good save by the keeper. Richards. Glenn Johnson with the block. Here's Carroll. Lescott in quickly on him. And then it's hoofed away by Bellamy. Savic underneath it. Richards. Just haven't got that spark so far tonight, Manchester City. No point in complaining about who's not playing. They've got to get on with it with those who are. Gareth Barry. Flipped over towards Richards. But Downing read his intentions. Then the leap from Carroll. Can City strike back here before half-time? Gael Clichy. They haven't really made inroads into Liverpool's defence too often. Richards looking to take on Johnson. And was too strong for him too. Still Richards. Oh, and then scooped over the top. A wasted opportunity from James Milner. After a terrific burst then by Richards. Look at his strength here. Just muscled his way past Glenn Johnson. And it was a very tame finish in truth from Milner. We've got the third goal in the league game here last week from the penalty spot. After Yaya Toure had been upended by Skirtle. That was what Richards is all about. The power of that run. There will be 3 added minutes at the end of the first 45. City averaged nearly 3 goals a game at home this season, but struggling tonight to find any kind of breakthrough. A much different story to a week ago. Now Adam's got a problem. What an opportunity that was there for James Milner. He's got 3 goals so far this season, and there's certainly a chance to add to that. That was Nasri's shot, just tipped away by Reina. His standards have slipped a little bit once or twice lately. Goal he conceded at Fulham, which is a bit of a howler, as well as the one last week. But generally, he's been top-notch again this season for Kenny Dalglish, who rates him so highly, and no wonder. Hasn't missed a game for over a year now, Reina. Poor old Donny on the bench, the Brazilian, didn't get a look in. Clichy. Stefan Savic, who was just 21 last weekend. Not much to celebrate tonight so far. Clichy, Nasri in support. Milner's come short, Barry as well there. Savic settling for the throw. And Liverpool, I'm sure, would settle for this at the halfway stage. A goal to the good. What by Barry? To Clichy, trying to bend this one in. It will be a corner. It came off Kelly, painfully so by the look of it. Milner with the kick. Savage almost got his head to it. Kelly still in some distress. That was careless. Here's Adam Johnson. Might be something on here for City. They've got a free kick. Johnson manhandled by, was it his namesake? No, it was Gerrard actually who made contact there. The skippers aren't convinced. Lee Mason unimpressed by the challenge, such as it was then from Gerrard. Maybe the left foot here of Adam Johnson. Michael Richards showing interest. Nasri and Milner. Last chance of the first half for the citizens, for Manchester City. Adam Johnson, he's bent it too high, and it is the end of the first period. An excellent first half for Liverpool, leading through Steven Gerrard's penalty. Mancini, I'm sure, will have plenty to say during the break. His team really have misfired so far. Gerrard unhappy at the free kick being given. Not a happy first 45 minutes, certainly for Savic, who gave away the penalty, which Gerrard converted, even though Hart, who pulled off 3 terrific saves earlier, very nearly kept it out. Advantage Liverpool, and certainly looking the better side at the moment, leading in the Etihad Stadium in this Carling Cup semi-final first leg by a goal to 0. But Savic had given away a penalty, converted by Steven Gerrard. That's the way of it at the halfway stage, and certainly Liverpool, good value for that advantage. Well, Roberto Mancini was thrilled by his team's recovery, the way they showed their character in the second half on Sunday in the FA Cup tie with United. And we'll be hoping for more of the same against Liverpool now. No changes in personnel for either team. Lee Mason is ready, and we're ready for what should be a really absorbing second 45 minutes. Liverpool now attacking then the goal to our right with Andy Carroll. De Jong. It took City really until just a couple of minutes before the break for their first serious attempt on goal, when Nasri's effort was tipped away by Reina. That's not the City we've become used to this season. We wondered how much they would miss their key players. The answer, so far anyway, has been quite a lot. Skrtel and co not really extended back there. Making his 150th appearance for Liverpool tonight, Martin Skrtel, the Slovakian international. Who's come a long way since his very shaky debut 4 years ago against Everton Waterlooville in the FA Cup. By his own admission, it was a nightmare. Milner with the corner then for City. It's a decent one too, but repelled by Liverpool. De Jong. All the way back to Joe Hart. Back in goal then tonight with Pantilimon among the subs after he featured against United. Didn't stand too much chance, in all honesty, with the 3 goals that flew past him in the first half. Even saving Wayne Rooney's penalty kick before Rooney turned in the rebound. But Hart, of course, is the established #1, as he underlined early on in this fixture. With some cracking saves. Savic. No disrespect to him, but of course City have missed the reassuring figure of Vincent Kompany at the back. Very much the cornerstone of their defence. But now serving a 4-match ban. Here's Clichy. No way through for him. Gareth Barry then to take it on. Way by Skrtel. This is Nasri on for Balotelli in the latter stages of the first half. Nasri again. Then Michael Richards joining him. Milner, who was a losing League Cup finalist with Aston Villa back in 2010. Nasri, to Gael Clichy. Plenty up front for City. But again, Liverpool keep their shape. Bellamy working so hard as ever down this right side. He hasn't started all that many games for Liverpool, Bellamy, on his return to the club, but he certainly hasn't let them down when he has played. Very much in form at the moment. Mancini's team up against it once more, as they were at the weekend when they had to play 78 minutes with 10 against United after Company's controversial sending off. Mancini absolutely livid that the appeal was rejected. He said in 30 years in football he's never seen a tackle punished in that way. A tackle like Company's on Nani. Opinions, let's say, are divided on the issue. No question that was a good challenge then from Glenn Johnson. City really need a big contribution from Nasri, so they haven't seen too often this season. Fair to say the jury's out as far as the City fans are concerned about Sami Nasri. Clichy, another ex-Arsenal man. Now De Jong. Servicing Adam Johnson. It's fallen here for Nasri. But a poor delivery, really, in search of Milner over on that far side. De Jong to Clichy. Johnson. Away from Kelly. Nasri can't put it through, though. Whole posse of red-shirted defenders back there for Liverpool, keeping them at bay. Nasri. Not quite away from Charlie Adam, who stuck gamely to his task and then played for the goal kick, which he's earned. No question, they were the better side in the first half, Dalglish's team. Last in the League Cup final 7 years ago when they lost to Chelsea in Cardiff's Millennium Stadium. Since then, they've not been beyond 2 quarter-finals in 2007 and 2008. Bellamy. Now it's Nigel de Jong for Manchester City. Hoping to raise the tempo in this second half. Haven't really got out of first gear yet. One or two blips lately. Is there going to be another one tonight? And this their second semi-final in 3 seasons in the League Cup. Lost to United a couple of terms ago. Flags up for offside. Certainly Mancini will feel they have not extended Pepe Reina enough so far, City. Clichy just stepping away from Henderson. Now De Jong. Certainly missing the drive of Yaya Toure, a player Mancini says is irreplaceable through the midfield. Away at the Africa Cup of Nations with his brother Kolo, with the Ivory Coast. Good touch from Aguero. He was kept pretty much in check really in the first half by Liverpool. Carroll. But his control was rather sloppy. Here's Lescott now. De Jong. Johnson, who took up a really good position. Aguero couldn't get it into his stride though, thanks to Skirtle. Read that situation impeccably then. How quickly he got across. Mancini, of course, felt that Skirtle should have been red carded in the league game here last week when he brought down Torre for the penalty. Easy catch here for Reyna. Now releasing Henderson. On the prowl here for Liverpool. Bellamy's in the box, so is Downing. Cleared by Clichy. A really good break then. Such quick thinking by Pepe Reina. Back in by Adam. Savage away. Adam again. Nasri's poor touch. Almost gifted him an opening. Clichy. Asking too much though of Aguero. Nowhere near him. And City, it seems, need a plan B. They haven't beaten Liverpool in the League Cup for 42 years, but that was the year they went on to win the competition for the first time. At the moment, they're struggling in this game, in this semi-final, with the second leg at Anfield to come in 2 weeks' time. They won't want to take this scoreline there. Carroll to Henderson. And the former Sunderland man has found his teammate Kelly. Oh, he's let in Aguero. Really careless, and Aguero! The angle was too tight. Such an aberration then by Martin Kelly, who lost his composure, his concentration completely. All out of nothing, really. Don't think he'd seen Aguero. Raider hat, fully committed out of his goal. Maybe the man on the line would have cleared it anyway had it been on target from Aguero. It all comes to nothing, much to Kelly's relief. What a let-off then for Liverpool. Johnson. So Jose Enrique being readied, it would seem. Presumably to replace Kelly. Not just because of that though, surely. Johnson then would switch to the right with Jose Enrique on the left, his normal position. He's been a fantastic signing for Liverpool. One of the bargains of the season. From Newcastle. Adam. Can it spins away off Carroll? Nothing sticks really at the moment for him. Actually, there could well be an injury or perhaps just a tactical change. Downing, I think, is going to be replaced. Thought Dalglish was being a bit harsh on young Kelly to take him off after one slip. In fairness, Jose Enrique was being prepared before that. Adam Johnson. Now Barry. Who didn't see out the league game here last week. He was sent off. De Jong. It will be Downing coming off very shortly. Adam Johnson. Aguero, and then to Barry. In towards Nasri. Can't reach it though. Agger made sure of that. Been really playing well, Agger. The best form of his Liverpool career. In tandem with Skirtle. Nasri's corner then for Manchester City. Looking for a foothold back and almost found it then as Richards came flying in. And Reina held on. With the hour mark approaching. A really strong contact then from Richards. But straight at Pepe Reina. In the right place to deny City's skipper on the night. Jumping there with Agger, got his header away. Either side a Reina, and it could have been 1-1. It is a tactical change. There's no injury problem for Downing. Certainly Dalglish, you would think, would settle for this scoreline as it stands, but won't be ruling out the possibility of adding to it. Jolien Lescott. Here's Adam Johnson. Flags up against Aguero. He's certainly missing his accomplice, David Silva, just off here. Fairly tight, but the right decision. Just went a fraction too soon. Up goes Carroll, but it's straight to Richards. Glenn Johnson. Who's playing now as an extra central defender by the looks of things. Savic. No, I don't want it. De Jong. He thought better of that. Clichy. Now finding Nasri. Clichy again. Only Aguero in the box. Adam Johnson. He'll want it on his left if he can. Jose Enrique is there. El Toro the bull. Charges like a bull down the left side too for Liverpool whenever he gets the chance. Trying to skip away then from Johnson. He was always going away from goal. Certainly they haven't attacked with their normal menace and venom. Manchester City, no two ways about that. But all credit to Liverpool. For the moment it's going very much to plan for them. Vincent Kompany having to sit this one out, and the second leg as well with this suspension, and misses 2 games in the Premier League, Wigan and Tottenham, I think. David Platt alongside Roberto Mancini trying to plot a way back into this game. That was Henderson. De Jong. Here's Milner. Well, they've had some possession in the second half, but really no penetration at all so far. Just that one real scare when Richards came in for the header. That was clumsy from Savic and from Carroll as well, and I think quite rightly the referee says let's get on with it. 6 of one, as they say, half a dozen of the other. Milner. Adam Johnson. Gerrard. Just keeping things together in midfield for Liverpool. Not venturing too far forward. But they have conceded the free kick. Not that they saw it that way. Adam the offender. Here's Lescott to Nasri. Liverpool with so many back. They're still hoping to spring something on the counter if they can. On by Savic to Michael Richards. Manchester City through and through, having joined the club as a 14-year-old. Here's De Jong. Now Nasri and Clichy. Nowhere near Aguero. And Glenn Johnson was cool. Liverpool are normally hard to break down, even more so tonight. Although, remember, a week ago, it did all go horribly wrong for them. So Edin Dzeko will be thrust into the fray now by Mancini. Certainly worth a try, worth a gamble. They need a goal. Not that he's got one for a while. 10 games now, I think, since his last one. After beginning the season with a real flurry of goals. Nasri on towards Aguero. Still Sergio Aguero! A lovely little turn then. But he couldn't beat Pepe Reina. No sting in the tail. In full flow here. He's committed 3 defenders. Spun them away. But there's no power behind it. Look at that change of direction then from Aguero. He is so sharp around the box. But the finish was lacking. No end product. Which has been the story of City's night so far against this so well organised Liverpool team. Johnson in trouble now. And here is Edin Dzeko. "13 goals this season, but all early on." And he's on instead of Adam Johnson. Yes, none in his last 10. He's been out with a knee problem. The Bosnian player. Got a couple of goals against Wolves in the 4th round of this competition. On his debut at the League Cup, Dzeko. That's Clichy. Cut out by Kelly. Well, they steamroller teams here during the campaign. Manchester City, but it didn't happen Sunday, and it's not happened again this evening. They've won 10 out of 10 in the Premier League in the Etihad Stadium. Lescott. Here's De Jong. Aguero. Now then for Clichy. No one in there to attack it. It was beyond Dzeko. Bellamy. Feeding Henderson. Then Gerrard. Look how deep he's sitting. Henderson again. Clichy's challenge was well timed. Nasri onto Aguero. This is promising for City. Sergio Aguero loves to cut in on that right foot. Great tackle though by Johnson to stop him in his tracks. Terrific work then. Jose Enrique. Slipped on by the Spaniard towards Bellamy, but Richards was in first. And here comes City again on the front foot with Dzeko letting fly. Liverpool with bodies in the way. Carroll using his strength. Hasn't got much support. And no way was Richards going to allow him to get through. Really important block then by Glenn Johnson. No room for error, mind. As Aguero looked to just drift past him here. Frustration for Mancini. He scored a few goals from that kind of situation during his playing days, I remember, out in Italy. Fantastic front man alongside Vialli for Sampdoria. Aguero, De Jong, now Nasri to take it on. Nasri again, after linking with Aguero. They've got plenty up here, City, but Clichy fails to deliver. Just not happening for them. Lescott. Nasri. Again, it's tame. Just doesn't look the same player as the one who shot so often at Arsenal. Now he can prove me wrong here. Nasri with Dzeko. Nasri again! And again, it's disappointment for the home side. For Sami Nasri. Excellent combination work then with Dzeko. He had time to steady himself, set his sights, but it's off target. And City suffer once more. Reina not even called upon to make the save. Kolarov about to be introduced, it would seem. Alexander Kolarov, who played at the weekend and scored with a free kick to begin the comeback against United. And they'll be sacrificing De Jong here, the midfield anchor. Might as well give it a go. Nasri. His confidence, his touch just isn't quite there. Charlie Adam. Jose Enrique. I think he's been told to restrict his forward surges. Skirtle. Normally by now Enrique would have made 4 or 5 darts upfield. Since his entrance. So here's Kolarov. In place of De Jong. Who's grafted hard. But with no disrespect, is no Yaya Toure. So on comes Kolarov, the former Lazio player and Serbian international. Clichy now applying his trade down the right, and he's won the free kick. Much to Enrique's disgust. Can't think why, he certainly clipped him. Clichy was just too quick for him. Kolarov will take it. Can City turn the screw here and find an equaliser to give them a foothold? Bent over by Kolarov, but beyond everybody. That wasn't supposed to happen. No real challenge. It was inviting from Kolarov. Up goes Andy Carroll to no avail. And City can start all over again then with Savic. Richards. Barry setting off a run further upfield now. This is Clichy. They just haven't had that cutting edge tonight, City. Dzeko. That was out of play. So far, so very good for Kenny Dalglish's team. Richards in ahead of Carroll. Left to plough a lone furrow up there now. The big front man. Skirtle knocked over by Aguero. Just showing his frustration then, the Argentine. Bellamy. Jose Enrique. Won by Lescott, but straight to Skirtle. Lescott again. Savage. Liverpool 15 minutes now from being the first team to prevent City from scoring a home goal this season. Gareth Barry. Threaded on for Kolarov. Far too close though to Reina. Enrique. Away from Clichy, not though from Milner. Two teams 14 points apart in terms of their league positions, but you wouldn't think so this evening. City top, Liverpool 6th in the top division. Here goes Richards now. Options ahead of him and to his left here with Kolarov. Never really looked like testing the keeper though. Didn't hit it with any conviction. Ambitious to put it mildly. Bobbling as he hit it. I don't know what he said then, but it wasn't a compliment. Free kick to Liverpool for the foul on Carroll from Micah Richards. He certainly can't fault his effort, Andy Carroll, as he's bundled over there. Gerrard, whose penalty still divides the two teams. They've missed a few penalties too this season, but his was dispatched unerringly into the corner for all Hart's efforts to keep it out. City with much more of the possession in this second half, but not doing enough with it. Richards under pressure from Bellamy. Down goes Dzeko. Assaulted by Skirtle. On by Barry to Nasri. And Clichy will want it on his left. Milner. Nasri with a chance to curl this one in. Reina to the rescue again as Barry arrived on the scene. A curious clearance. Goodness me, he's just about got away with that, Agger. Barry kept going and almost made something out of this. Reina just got there first. Not quite sure what Agger was doing here. But Barry very close in to making a connection on Nasri's centre. Jamie Carragher in place of Bellamy for the last, just over 10 minutes. They need character now, Liverpool, to see this through. And no one has more than that than Mr. Liverpool himself. Can't get back in the team at the moment. Not in the first pick team anyway, because of the form of Skirtle and Agger. Bit of rearranging for Liverpool to do. Dalglish will be desperate now for his team to hold on to this. What a result to take to Anfield. But not there yet. Savage to Richards. Richards again. Then Nasri. Clichy. Bent over with his right as well. That was Kelly out. Bravely so. Almost clashed with his own teammate. Kolarov. To Savage. Nobody upfield at all for Liverpool. It's all about defending now. Keeping City out, which they have done so far mainly without too much difficulty, it has to be said. Kolarov ran straight into Henderson, but he did foul him. He's grafted hard, Henderson. Richards. To Gael Clichy. Here's Lescott. It's proving really hard for City to find a way through. Such has been the determined way that Liverpool have set about their defensive task. Nasri. Gerrard, then Adam after him. Here's Richards. If anyone can get through, it might be him. That's Nasri. Just too long for Dzeko. Gerrard didn't seem to fancy that one against Milner, but well wide. Wrong foot maybe. Certainly didn't get enough behind it. Always going well wide of that post. Savage just in ahead of Carroll. Lescott. Liverpool just content to soak this up now. See out the remaining minutes. And then go for broke at Anfield. That'll be the plan now. City might have David Silva back. We're not sure the extent of the injury. They won't have the Torres, and they won't have Kompany. In danger of just one win in 5 now for Manchester City, unless they can save this game. Suddenly their season has taken a turn for the worse. But here's Nasri. 3 in the penalty box. Still Nasri. Lescott. Liverpool have had time to regroup. Get themselves right defensively here. So many red shirts back there. Clichy. Gareth Barry. And a rather panicky clearance by Agger, who was under no real pressure in truth. Barry's endeavour has at least brought some reward then for City. The corner taken quickly, but wasted. And completely so by Kolarov, whose introduction, so far anyway, has not had the desired effect. It's been the key moment of the game then so far. It was a somewhat theatrical dive, but penalty given. And Gerrard tucked it away with great aplomb. Yeah, he's the leader, he's the man. Is his goal going to be enough now then to give his team the advantage? It's looking that way. Carragher and Nasri, and then Henderson joining in. Don't think Kolarov was really acting as peacemaker then. I wouldn't pick a fight with Jamie Carragher. And Lee Mason standing for no nonsense. Yellow card for Nasri. I'm thinking for Carragher as well. Yeah. Well, it let him off for a moment. All much ado about nothing in truth. Whoops. Only yellow for Carragher and Nasri. 4 minutes of the 90 to go. Clichy to Lescott. Well, City claiming the throw, but I didn't see it that way. Mancini clearly thought it was, but the decision is Liverpool's. Not a happy bunny. He certainly hasn't made any attempt to play down the importance of winning the League Cup. Roberto Mancini, it might not be quite at the top of his priorities, not with the Premier League to play for. And in the Europa League too, of course. He wants to win trophies, though. At the moment, Liverpool are barring their way, and then some. Here's Clichy. Nasri is shown for him. And again, faced by that back of Liverpool defenders. Lescott. Liverpool a really tough nut to crack. Milner. Dzeko. Setting it up for Aguero. I think that was Kelly in the way this time. He just can't get through. No longer able to keep those emotions in check, Roberto Mancini. Such a different story to a week ago. It's taken a deflection, but harmlessly through to Pepe Reina, who really hasn't had that many saves to make. He can't have expected that this evening. Glenn Johnson, away from Kolarov. First time anyway. In goes Lescott. Thought Dalglish was going to challenge for that one for a moment. He's the same age as me. Kolarov. The Liverpool fans, 6,000 of them here, in great voice now. And really looking forward to the return. If it stays this way, it's a really positive step towards Wembley. Well, they haven't played for so long. Not since the FA Cup final of 1996. The white suits and all that. Milner on to Clichy. Dzeko had got to the near post, but there's no service, thanks to Jose Enrique. Milner, caught then by Adam. Free kick to City. Heading towards time added on for stoppages. There will be 3 added minutes. City desperate for a goal now, that's Nasri. And just over from Aguero. Normally so lethal in front of goal. It's not been his night. It's not been City's night. Really disappointing performance from them. And he had space here too. He'd escaped the marking then, Aguero. And given his very high standards, he will feel he should have done better. They're claiming a corner, but Reina, I don't think got his fingertips to that, no. Nowhere near. Clichy. Back into the mix again. Skirtle is there. A tower of strength in defence for Liverpool. Milner. William Johnson. He's gone back on the right. Milner. Just clipped from behind by Carroll. Henderson was in there too. Certainly one of them caught him. All hands now to that defensive pump for Liverpool. Richards is up for City, so is Lescott. Clichy to Nasri. Tossed in again. It'll fall for Savic. Dzeko. No way was that a penalty. Just fell to the ground. Half-heartedly complaining to the referee. Savic. And again it ends in disappointment for Manchester City. Well, Johnson's foot was off the ground then as he challenged Lescott. Sort of challenge that Company was sent off for at the weekend. I think that was him we were getting a glimpse of there in the gloom. And it has been gloom for City. Where's the consistency? That's what the managers, the fans, the players are saying. 1 week a tackle like that is a sending off, the next it's not even a yellow card. Who'd be a referee? Hit deep into Liverpool territory yet again. Once again it's repelled. That time by Agger. Here's Carroll. What City really can't afford to do, of course, is concede another. That could be curtains for them. Savic letting it run through the heart. One last fling from Manchester City in a bid to take something to Anfield, but it's not going to happen. Steven Gerrard's first half penalty means that Liverpool have the advantage going into the second leg. Far from over, of course. How can you write off Manchester City? But without some key players tonight, they really have struggled. Savic, who conceded that penalty and in truth looked very nervous in the first half in particular. Gerrard was coolness personified in putting away the penalty kick. He's back. Captain Marvel is back. And Liverpool are very much back in business. And they've taken a positive step towards Wembley with victory over Manchester City in this Carling Cup semi-final first leg in the Etihad Stadium. 1-0 the final score, and everything to play for now at Anfield.